SaaS application,
Okay, wow.
like similar to Odoo.
Oh, okay, Odo. Oh, yeah.
So I definitely I will use Valkey in that.
Great. So everyone knows what is around surface of Valkey right now, right? If you don't know, you can catch me anytime and you can ping me and you can ask me. And our Amazon's developer advocate of Valkey is on the way. I think he is in the lift. He already came. So he is Niche and he is Roboto.
अनम्यूट करना. हेलो. नहीं आएगा. अनम्यूट करना है वहाँ पे. यहाँ से नहीं करना. आ रहा है. हेलो. हेलो हेलो हेलो. अरे आ गया आ गया. हाँ डिले इसमें. म्यूट करिए.
Hello everyone. I think we can get started with the problem release statements and all of the things. Um, so I think there are many people who have joined us online as well, and thank you for joining. I hope I'm audible. If I'm not audible, let us know in the comments again. Are we good? Are we good? Great, great. Okay. So hello, good evening everyone, and we are very sorry for the delay. We are just setting a few things up, but now we are here, we are live, and all of the attendees that are have joined us online. Thank you so much again for joining. So today is the pre-event day of our most successful event, Build Beyond Limits 2.0. And today what we are doing is we are releasing the problem statements to everyone who can participate. So before we dive deep into what hackathon it is and how you can participate, we would like to give the introductions to the community and the people who have joined us for the first time. So also for the online audience and for the offline audience as well, okay? So React Hyderabad is a front-end focused community, but we are not limited to one scope. We talk anything and everything that is related to web development. And what we do is we collaborate with different companies, whether it's AI, whether it's database, whether it's caching systems like Valkey, or whether it's business schools like Masters Union. We collaborate with every possible companies or teams that can give and provide some value to the community. And we are here because we want everyone to learn, we want everyone to grow, and we want everyone to get out of their comfort zone to learn a few things, right? Similarly, this is the same thing that we are doing. That's why we are doing these kind of hackathons where people from like students, working professionals, and everyone can join us, and they can actually learn from the peers that are there. That is for React Hyderabad, and this event, Build Beyond Limits, is powered by Valkey. Valkey, we had a great Build Beyond Limits version 1, I would say, in May month. And we had almost more than 1,400 registrations, and around 228 participants were able to come and join and build using Valkey last month. And I think more than we had like 4 teams that have won, and they have built so much using Valkey. They had used Vector DB, they used AI, they used Node.js, they used React. Like, it was a combination of a lot of things that were there. So we are going to get into more introduction of Valkey, and we have Roberto with us, who is going to join all of you in a minute. But since this event, this whole hackathon, this is powered by Valkey, they are the ones they have come to India, and they want to educate and spread the word and spread the knowledge about this tool. Okay. Moving forward, so we have so everyone who has joined us today, we have a very special news, and I think we have sent it over all the mails. But maybe people who are attending here, you are in person, you may not know this. So I'm going to reveal one very good thing that is happening for this hackathon, is that we are getting credits, cloud credits. Now, this credits is provided by Breathe AI, and Breathe AI is providing us $249 worth of credits. Yes, $249. So you have 2 days to build something using Breathe, and basically they are giving all the developers the access to production grade memory infrastructure, and to prototype and experiment with AI applications without having to build the memory backend themselves. And if you go to thebreathe.com, you'll be able to see more details. And for the projects that have been built, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whenever you are building the projects, for the promising teams that have built good projects, they want to continue beyond the hackathon, which is a very good thing. And they would like to explore building a startup, where they will also provide $1,000 worth of Breathe AI memory for 3 to 5 months. I think in 5 months, you can build anything and everything that you want to. So they're giving it for free for the promising teams. So now whoever has joined us online and whoever will join us tomorrow at the offline event, it's not only about participating in hackathon, it's your chance to actually go ahead and learn something and build something that is meaningful. Okay. Now we are here, so we are hosting this event from the co-working space known as 91 Springboard at Kondapur, Hyderabad. So we are very thankful for the team for giving us this space and doing the collaboration with us. And yeah, that's all about the hackathon. And I think we are going to call Roberto on stage. He is the senior developer advocate of Valkey. He's going to introduce himself and about Valkey to all of you and to all our online participants. Please welcome Roberto and give a huge applause for him, please.
Thank you, Schlock. Schlock, is that good? Schlock. How are you guys doing? Good? Awesome. Well, it's great to be back in Hyderabad. This is our third Valkey event. Who here is familiar with Valkey? I know you are. What about the rest? No? Okay, so we're gonna set up the screen so you guys get familiar with it. Who likes to code? No? Nobody? Who likes to code? Come on, raise your hands. You do? Up, up. I do like it. Awesome. I have my colleague Nigel as well with me, and we're gonna be talking to you about what Valkey is. He prepared a workshop so you can get yourself familiar with it. So probably you're gonna spend about like probably the first hour on it. Okay. Do you wanna come closer? But isn't this the audio for there? For I'll keep both.
Maybe I'll put this.
All right. Can you hear me? Oh, all right. Hopefully it doesn't add extra noise on the live stream. But again, okay, let me get started. We are gonna be hacking around Valkey, right? So Valkey is a key value memory database. We're gonna set up the slides, or you can connect to the live stream. What do you wanna do? Samita, can we get this, okay. Yeah, or is it okay if we just move forward and you guys connect to the live stream as well? Yes. That's probably faster, right?
Yeah, while you're setting up,
Yep.
sharing your screen, we'll set it up here.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give us 5 minutes, we'll share the screen here as well. Till then, till he's setting up.
Wake up. Hey, hello. We'll be starting in 5 minutes. We're setting up the screen for the folks who are here on site in person, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, just 5 minutes. We're good? Is the camera over here? Or is it good? Okay. Awesome, perfect. Well, thank you. Let's talk to you about what is Valkey. Who here uses databases? Do you use any database? Nothing? Okay. What about, are you front-end engineers then? Front-end, back-end, AI? Okay, let's see. Front-end. 1, 2, 3, 4, there you go. Okay, half. Back-end. Back-end? All right, very few. So how do you work on the back-end with a database? Where do you store your data? Files? Yeah? Okay, what about AI? Who does AI? Not vibe coding, like writing AI. Models. You create models? Yeah, okay. Well, Valkey, it's a key value in memory database, right? So there was a project called Redis, which was very popular and everybody loved it. It was the most loved database according to the Stack Overflow survey, but they changed the license a couple of years ago, back in 2024. So that's what made us create Valkey. It's a open source, high performance key value in memory data store. So essentially, you just have a name, that's your key, and then some value, right? Some binary data, images, file, text, whatever. The main thing here is, like I said, it's fully open source, right? So it's a project that we didn't do alone. That means that we partner with multiple companies to create the project under the Linux Foundation. So this was pretty quick. The license changed back in March 2024, and then within a week or so, we created the project, and within a month, we launched the very first version. So, like I said, it's fully compatible with Redis 7.2.4. It is vendor neutral, so that means there is no single company taking ownership of the project, and it's built by the same contributors that created Redis, right, or that worked on Redis. So these are some of the companies that are part of the project: GCP, AWS, Oracle, Percona, Alibaba, Ericsson, and Tencent are the core maintainers, and there's about 60 companies that participate in the project. For example, we were at the Open Source Summit in Minneapolis at the Percona booth, so we do demos everywhere. And we also have a bunch of companies came to a contributor summit and a Valkey user conference as well last year, and we're going to repeat that this year in Prague. So what have we done? So databases, there are two main trends of thought, right? One is disk-based databases, and the other one is in-memory databases. There's also relational databases and NoSQL databases, right? So that means that when you have a NoSQL database, you have the ability to chart the data and scale out, right? That means that you have the way to have more than what the vertical scaling will give you. With relational databases, there are also ways to chart the data or partition it, but pretty much to break down the data sets. So that means that whenever you want to find, run a query, you're going to have to send it to multiple different servers and then aggregate on the client side, right? So having said that, Valkey is deployed on 3 different options. So one is standalone mode. That means you have a primary node and multiple replicas, right? That is very similar to any relational database. There's also a way to have a sentinel. That means you can have multiple clusters that are standalone, so they are all like logically separated, but they don't know about each other, right? So that means that you do need to do the work from the application side to say, okay, I want to have 3 shards, and those shards are going to be like users from that start with 0 to 5 are going to go to shard 1, and then 6 to 10 are going to go to shard 2, and then like A to F are going to go to shard 3, right? So there's this Sentinel system that allows you to take a look at the health of each one of these standalone clusters. So if something goes wrong, it will promote a replica to take over of the primary. But the real power comes, like I said, with the ability to distribute the data and the different shards or logical partitions of data are aware of each other, right? So in this case, you have multiple logical partitions, but the cluster itself is a single one. So this allows you to have better reliability. For example, there are all these lines coming out of the first node, but in reality, there's a whole mesh. All nodes will know about each other, right? So that means that if anything goes wrong, for example, let's say we have a cluster like this, so we have 3 shards, and then we want to save a key. So that key is going to be KCD:GDL:2026, and then we're going to run a hashing algorithm that is going to yield a number, and then we're going to mod it by the total number of slots, right? So these are the 3 different partitions. So that means that the client itself will know where the data goes. So in this case, that's slot 4359. So where will that key go? Node A, B, Z. Which one? A, correct, right? So that means that the client will know that the node responsible for this subset of the data, it's there, so there is no need for a proxy. Does anyone know what this is? Yeah, it's a salamander called axolotl, right? So it's a Mexican animal that has a very particular like physiognomy, right? So if it loses a limb, it can regrow it, right? So even the brain and the heart. So it's a very similar concept to what we're trying to do with Valkey, right? So let's say you have a node and that breaks down, right? So that means while the cluster is healthy, you have 100% reads, 100% writes, right? So it's working very well. But something happens. Let's say there's a lot of writes going to that primary, so it goes down. So what will happen is, like I said, all the nodes are aware of each other. So that means there is this glossy protocol, and then the primaries will vote to see which of the 2 replicas of that primary is most up to date. So the one that it has the shortest replication lag is going to be selected. So both of these vote, and they're like, oh, okay, replica 1 has the most data, so we're going to promote that, right? So it's going to convert into a primary. So you are back to having 5 out of the 6 replicas for reads, and then you have 100% of the writes. So now you have to have a person come and bring that node back, right? So essentially, it heals by itself, but it doesn't grow back the limb. So what we're trying to do with the Kubernetes operator is that it does exactly that, right? There are managed services, of course, that do this. Sorry. So the next thing is the Valkey evolution. Something that we've done at Valkey is try to focus on performance, reliability, and memory efficiency. So one of the first things that we did with the first major version was increase the performance. So for example, we went from, I think it's between 360 and 380,000 ops per second to about 1.2 million. And at the same time, we reduced latency. That means that at P99, we were getting about 1.8 milliseconds response times at this throughput, right? So what we did is we were able to cut it down to half a millisecond. At the same time, reducing the memory footprint, right? So if you have values that are fairly small, then you can fit more data in the same box. And this also allows us to have, by being more efficient, we have a dual replication channel to cut down synchronization up to 50%. So there's a blog that talks about that, all the details about how the benchmarks are running. And is someone familiar with this image? Yeah? This is everywhere in the world, right? It's always everybody just looking and somebody just one person working, right? So it's the same idea with Valkey and its predecessor. So that means there is a single thread that is an event loop that has that processes all the data. And about 70% of the process time was actually doing I/O operations, right? So that means decrypting the request, understanding what command is the request, sending it over to the event loop, and then getting the response back, assembling the response on the proper protocol, encrypting it back, and then sending it over, right? So it's a lot of work. So what we did is take advantage of the extra cores in the CPU, right? Because before you were only paying for higher instances or compute just for the RAM, but you wouldn't be able to take advantage of the extra cores. Now with this you can, and this is what allows us to have that 230% higher throughput. In terms of the memory efficiency, like I said, on version 8, we were able to bring down about 20%, and then on version 8.1, another 27%. So it just compounds on the same kind of use cases, right? Where you have small values, for example, counters, usernames, like toggle flags, etc. You can reduce significantly your memory footprint. And the way that we did this was by redefining the main hash table on how the data gets mapped on memory. So you have to have up to 4 jumps in memory, right? So 4 different pointers in order to find a value. With the new table, at most you will get 2. And last year in October we launched Valkey 9. So now we push the boundaries even more. You can do up to 1 billion requests per second and have clusters or up to 2,000 total nodes. And we are able now to have even faster resharding. So what that means is scale out or scale in your cluster, which is kind of the whole point of a NoSQL database, right? That you just have a lot more traffic, so you use provision more compute, and then you will be able to handle that. If let's say Diwali happens, right? After Diwali, like traffic goes down, so that means that you can shrink your cluster back again, right? So this is actually extremely complex to do, and it used to be done in batches. So essentially, we will bring the keys from one shard to another, right? Whenever you needed to scale out. Remember, I showed 3 shards. If you wanted to add a 4th, then each one of the nodes will have to send some data from this data set, right? So that was done using batches. So that means that the slots, remember that computation that we did, were kind of split. So a slot was leaving a piece of the keys were on the source node and a piece was on the target node. So that means that what will happen is like the client will ask for a key and the server will be like, oh, I don't have that key anymore, go to this server, right? So that's actually fine. The problem is whenever you cannot fit more data on this target, the whole replication breaks, and if you have a large key or too many, or a collection with too many items, it will just break, right? So you will lose data. So that's unacceptable for the database, even an in-memory database, right? So what we did is created this atomic slow migration. So that means that you will migrate all the keys using the replication buffer, and then until you're done, so that means that the keys will be on the source as well as the target, and then once you catch up, then that's when you do the atomic operation. And then it will flip over, and then of course you will still have clients saying like, hey, I want this key, it's on slot 1, 2, 3, and then you will be like, ah, no, I'm sorry, I don't have it anymore, go somewhere else, right? That would still happen. And then we added better fault tolerance as well, and something that we were asked a lot is hash field expirations. So that means that if you have a use case where you have like ad tech or gaming or financial systems or even retail as well, like you're trying to order food, right? There's a coupon on the TV that you get, and you put the coupon. That's going to be good for like 24 hours a week or whatever, right? So that means that you usually have to create a different key just to store the data that is going to have a time to live, that is going to die by itself later on. So with hash field expirations, you don't have to do that. You have a single hash with all the details for the user, and then you can just, they will expire by themselves. And finally, the numbered databases. So remember this whole point of having clusters, the sharded clusters. Before, you could only have a single database, right? So that's not good enough to partition like different use cases or different tenants. So now with numbered databases, you can have that as well. So some of the latest things that we've done, we recently launched the Valkey admin back in last month. So the idea is that it allows you to have better visibility on your clusters. So you have more observability tools. You can inspect what keys are in your cluster and troubleshoot. So for example, you will see the cluster topology, like how many nodes there are, where the roles are, and then you can see some of the metrics. So like in a time series kind of way. And then you can also see like what your key distribution is. So for example, the orange is like how many streams. Remember I said it's a key value memory database, but the whole point of Valkey is that the values themselves can be up to 10 different data types. So you have hashes and sorted sets and lists and a bunch of those. And then in terms of figuring out the problem, right? So for troubleshooting, we capture metrics and there are different eviction policies that allows us to see even better what's happening. So we will be able to capture like what are the most used keys, and then you will have like a heat map of what's the hottest shard as well. And then finally, we just keep pushing the boundaries on performance, right? So we launched also Valkey 9.1 last month, and and we're able to do up to 2.1 million ops per second, right? So over here. So now we're gonna get the party started, right? So there is 2 QRs. First, like I said, we're gonna go to the introduction, so you can do that workshop. And then this is the community, but I think Schlock has a whole different QR that you can see. Yeah, so let's go for the first one, right? You can scan or you can type it in, work on your computer. Once everybody's done, we can pretty much say like, okay, on the folks online, they can say thumbs up, they're done. Once you guys are done, also raise your hand. Give us feedback. Nigel is here. He created the intro workshop. So we welcome anything. This is the first time that we're running it. So essentially it's the caching 101 pretty much. Okay? Cool, everyone? Awesome. That's just the intro, yeah. Let's do that for like 45 minutes, 1 hour, maybe less. Yep. Yep. That's, do let's ask, who has laptop? Do you have a laptop? Raise your hands.
So we are going to release the problem statements in like 2 to 3 minutes. Till that time, you can scan the QR code and get the party started. Yeah.
have any stars before.
Now you can hear me? Hello? I think everybody can still hear me. Yes? Great. All of you in the room can hear me? Okay? Okay. Maybe we can tilt the camera so that I can be at the center. That's fine? Okay, okay. So I'll need like a 2 minute, 2-3 minutes of focus here. Okay. So if you are on the React Hyderabad channel, you can go there. We are going to post the links. So the first thing that we are going to share is the GitHub repository. I think my team will be the team of React Hyderabad. They'll post the GitHub repository link there. So what? Okay. Fine. You can hear me now? Better? Okay. Nice. So the first thing that we have is the GitHub repository. What's going to happen in the repository are the instructions how you can submit the project that you're building. So the GitHub repository link is in the chat. You guys can take reference from it, and from there we have multiple files. The first thing is the README file. It has clear instructions on how we are going to how you are going to create a PR. Okay, we are going to explain it in a little bit. So I think the other file we can open the other file, the contributing the participation rules file. So you will be getting a Discord channel right here. I think the link for the Discord channel is there, and we can put it in the chat. So in this Discord channel, we are going to share the link where you can claim the credits. Okay, so let's go step by step, and whoever has joined online, let's go step by step. Go to this problem statement file, right? It's the problem statement file, correct? Okay, so in the problem statement file, you will find the Discord channel. Are you able to see? We can paste that link in the chat. So you join that channel, and then there is Build Beyond Limits 2.0. Okay, in that we are going. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you guys can see. This is great. So I think not this one, the second tab, the other tab, fourth tab number 4. Yes. So we have a problem statements.md file. Yeah, can we open that please? Problem statements.md. Yes. So here we are giving a link for the Discord channel. It's also in the chat. So what you all can do that you can join the Discord channel, and on this Discord channel we are going to share the credit link. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 minutes for everyone who is online to join the Discord. Even if you don't have an ID, we will still be able to share these links post this YouTube live. So do not worry, worry that you will be missing anything. So again, guys who are here, you can go to React Hyderabad /Build Beyond Limits 2.0, and here you will find the Discord channel. If you don't have a Discord ID, what you can do, you can create an account right away. We'll wait for 2 minutes for everyone to catch up. Okay. So whoever is watching us from online, just give a quick comment in the live chat whether you are able to join the Discord or not. We'll wait for 2 more minutes. We So we are going to wait for 1 more minute for everybody to join the Discord channel. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Give me 1 second. I think most of the people have joined. Okay. And we are going to start sharing in like 1 minute. Let us know when we are ready. Okay. Everybody can see this? Right? Right? So now in the Discord channel, whoever has joined, please go ahead and we are going to paste the link of the credits that you can claim. So yes. Yeah, we can share it in the Discord. Okay, we are going to give 1 more minute or 2 more minutes for everyone. The link will be there. You do not have to worry. What you have to do is you go to the Discord channel and you claim the credit. So you have to create an account on thebreathe.com and from there then you have to claim the credits. Okay, so everyone who is watching us online, create an account and then claim the credits using the link given. Okay. Again, whoever is watching online and whoever is here, you guys will be sending you instructions. After the event, we are going to give you the instructions. And whoever is watching online, we are going to send an email for you so that you can claim the credits. So it's something that you will not be losing after this live stream. So do not worry. I think we are good. Yes. Now we will open up the README MD file. I'll go through the instructions on how we can. Actually, let's do one thing. Let's go to the problem statements first. Do you want to do the problem statements? Yes. Okay. So we are going to talk about the problem statements now.
Sorry. Remember, we are doing this to create real open source contributions to Valkey, right? So you will be working on projects that you feel comfortable with. So we have a bunch of different ideas. The idea is that you will start working today, right? That's why you're here. So you have a head start on trying to find the project that you want. We're going to have to ask you as well to submit a form. So we're going to choose like, you can only choose one project, or we don't have two people working on the same, or two teams working on the same project. You will continue to working on tomorrow. If you finish it and it gets accepted, of course, everybody will be able to win. If not, you will have 2 weeks of graceful period to complete the challenge. And the idea is that there's not going to be only 1, 2, or 3 winners, right? The idea is that everybody can win as long as they get it completed. So there's, if we go to the projects, can you click on that Valkey Hackathon link, please, Samita? Thank you. So there's 3 different challenges, right? One is to do framework, library, or project integrations. Actually, 2 tracks. One is the frameworks or integrations, and for these there are a bunch of libraries, as well as projects from the CNCF, right, the Cloud Native Foundation, or frameworks overall, right? For example, there is the WordPress framework, that is the CMS, there is like the Symfony framework, Flask, Ruby on Rails, a bunch of those. There are projects like NAN that allows you to have like graphical interface to create like a chain reaction event-driven system. And there's a bunch of AI integrations as well. The second track is if you want to create an application, it's not going to be like, oh, I have I don't know, an ice cream machine, right? So I want to build an ice cream machine software with Valkey. There's a list of projects that I came up with. Like the goal is to have those created. Last month, there is one that is already very well advanced. So there is an e-commerce platform that a bunch of folks already submitted PR. So that's going to be really heavy, like already a bunch of things done. But there is a few things missing, like, for example, unit testing, screenshots, video creation, documentation, all of that, right? It's a lot of work that needs to happen. But if you are into gaming, there is a gaming as well. If you are into like, I don't remember if I have an IoT use case, but that's the idea, right? So explore all this list. There's the language that they're from, there's the link to the project. For example, the Agno, that one already has a PR. So if somebody is into agentic frameworks, they can take that, finish what it's already started, submit the PR. I have a contact in Mumbai that will accept you the PR, so you can get that done quickly, right? But that's the idea. So good luck to everyone. Hopefully you'll learn a lot. If you need any help, that's where we're gonna be here. For those who are not familiar, I would recommend you to do Nigel's workshop. For those who already are using databases, we will be here to help you. And tomorrow, that the whole day, right? We're gonna be there. If you finish any projects, for example, I'm gonna try to get closed on to be one of those ready, so I can show you what I'm doing, and then I will also present it at the end of the day, okay? So good luck everyone online. Please let us know if you need anything. We'll try to help you on Discord, and we're gonna choose the projects and get your names into teams. So work on teams that are between 2 and 4. For the guys here that are in person, and for the folks that are online, if you know someone online, also reach out to them, make a team, and then start hacking. We want to add, Nigel?
Well, if you want to say that.
I'm sorry. For this workshop that Nigel just started, right, that's a Python version of it. So the idea is that you're going to be running Valkey with Docker, you have a bunch of Python scripts, so you learn the basics of caching. that's written in Python. So for you folks, this is a React meetup, right? So the ones who use TypeScript, they can just convert that workshop into a TypeScript version. For those who like Go, Java, PHP, Ruby, Rust, whatever, right? Like that would be one of the challenges that you can take on as well.
Can you hear us? Okay. So basically, I'll just put this here. So can we open the README file for the for our repo? Yes. So can we scroll to the how to participate section? So whoever has joined us online and whoever are here offline, basically there are so many problem statements, right? Track A, track B and all of that that Roberto has just shown, right? So when you are creating, so the way to participate for people who are online is how you, this is how you can do it. You have to fork this repository and then you have to create a file name project name / team name.md. So in project name you can keep it as the track name that is there, track A, track B, track C, whatever it is that you want. So also for the online folks again, the way you have to do this, the whatever track you choose, whatever problem statement you choose, you put that name there. Okay. If you are participating individually, you put your name. If you are not participating individually, you are participating in team, then put the name there. So project name underscore team name, project name underscore your name. Okay. That's how you do this. Now the process of this is like what we are doing is you have to fork the repository and then you can see there is a submissions folder. Okay. In the submissions folder you have to create a new file in which it will contain all the details of the project that you have built. Okay. Now can we open the submission template MD? Yes. So this is the format of the file that you are going to create. So again repeating, you have to create, after forking the repository, you have to create a new file with the name, project name underscore attendee name or team name. Okay. And then you have to copy the content from submission template.md, copy all the content and you can write the name of the project or the track that you are going to choose. Then attendee and team details, because that's how we will know what you have participated in. So you can write your name, GitHub, LinkedIn profile and the project repository link where you have pushed your code. So again repeating it, you do not have to push your code here. Your GitHub project link is different. This repository is different. This repository is to showcase your projects, is to submit your projects. So when you are creating a PR, you create a new file with the format name.md and you copy the contents from this submission template.md and then you fill in the details after your project is complete and then you raise the PR for this repository. Is that clear? Okay. Okay. I'm going to repeat it once again for our online audience as well and for everyone. Okay. Yeah. So again, can we go back to the problem statements? Sorry, the readme MD file. Can we please go back? Yes. So if you scroll down on how to participate, yes. So again, here you have to fork this repository. You do not have to submit your project here. You have to submit your project details here. Okay. Fork this repository, create a file with the format name like that. In the project name, you can keep it as track A, track B, or whatever it is that you are choosing. And the file name, if you are participating individually, you can put your name there. And what will be the content of this file? Can we open the submission template MD again? Yes. So this is the content of the file, that how you are going to put project name, then attendee team details. Can we scroll up? Yes. Problem statement selected. Whatever track you have selected, you can put the name here. And then if you go through the file, you will find the details of whatever the project, whatever the submissions you are doing. So you have to do this after you complete the project. As soon as you complete the project, you can do that. Make sure you attach the GitHub repository in which your project is there. So again, your project is different, this PR is different. Your project, you have to update it, your project repository link there, and then you have to create the PR in this repository. Why we are doing this? Because here we will have all the people who have submitted the project, and that will be displayed on the React Hyderabad website. Okay, so each one of you will have an open source contribution. That was the aim. Okay, so when you create a repository and you push the code, that is your personal work, right? But this is React Hyderabad's website. GitHub is actually an open source repo. So here, whenever you go to your profile, you will be able to see open source contribution done in 2026. That is the aim. I hope everything is clear. So repeating it one last time, your project repo is different. This repository is only for the details which you will submit after the project is complete. Okay, are we clear? Are we getting something from the chat? Are there any questions? You can give a thumbs up or yes or no in the chat itself. Yes. Can we see the chat, please? Yes, here I know. Can people who are watching live, can you send a response? Is the process clear? Okay. You can also put your queries in the Discord channel that we have put. So let's. You're getting right? Okay, that's great. Yes, we are getting yes. That's great. So we can definitely put the Discord channel link again in the chat and the repository link, and you will be able to see the problem statements there itself. Is that clear with everyone here? Okay, great. Okay, so we have one more item that is a big surprise for us, and that is for our further events, but we are going to talk about it in a minute. So we are going to wait for 2 more minutes for if there is any query from online participants as well. Yes, good question. So online, whoever is participating virtually, you are free to participate in teams, you are free to participate individually. But yeah, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to participate in teams, that how we are doing in the hackathon tomorrow offline event, then also great. Make sure you update everything, all the team member names, so that we know who has contributed to the project. Okay, I think it's clear for everyone here online. So if you are participating individually, that is fine. If you are participating in teams, that is also fine. Make sure when you raise the PR, you have to get and update all the details of your team members correctly in the PR. Okay, are we good? Okay, there are some questions in the chat. We'll answer it. Okay, team formation we answered. Where should we get the links? So again, all the links are in the repository that we have. If you are on the GitHub repository, go to the problem statements, you will find the Discord channel, and in that Discord channel there will be the credit claim link. Okay, now this thing again, we'll put the message in the Discord channel again. Every 1 or 2 hours we'll put this, so you can claim the credits. Okay, next question. Can we? Yeah, we can. So everything for all the GitHub links that you need, it's there in this problem statements. So we will share it again in the chat itself, so you can find it all the links here. So Discord channel is here, the Valkey intro is here, the problem statements are here. Only for the credit claims, you have to go to Discord. We will not be sharing it on YouTube. Okay. Will online participants get the certificate? Yes, we will try to work on that and we will provide the certificates for everyone. Once you raise the PR, then we'll create a certificate under your name and we'll share it with you. We'll give you a shareable link. Okay? Okay. But can you send the procedure by step by step? So the procedure is in the README file. You will be able to see what kind of how you have to raise the PR. Okay? Yes, it's there in the README file. If you see how to participate, the instructions are there, but on the Discord channel will be there. So once you go through these instructions, you have to make sure this is the very simple steps, but if you have any doubts, you can always put a question in the Discord channel itself. So all the process is there in the README file. We have another question. How can I claim the breathe credits? You have to go to the Discord channel and then you can find the link there. We will not be sharing it on the YouTube live. Okay, repeating it once again. For breathe credits, you have to go to the Discord channel and you have to get the link from that channel. We will not be sharing it on YouTube live. We have another question, team limit. So usually the team limit is 3 to 4 people, not more than that. Okay, we have team formation question. I think this is about how we can form the teams. So people who are participating online, you can form the team according to whatever your comfort zone is. You can form the team with your friends, your colleagues, and anyone that you want to. For the people who are participating tomorrow in place hackathon, what they have to do, they can come with their teams, whoever has got the registrations approved. If you do not have a team, we will assign it to you. So there will be one team for everyone. Okay, 3 people minimum, 4 people maximum. Okay. I think we answered all the questions. Do we need to submit the PR today? No, you do not need to submit the PR today. You can submit whenever you have completed. But please note that these credits will expire post the hackathon. So make sure you submit the PR by tomorrow. Okay, repeating it once again. These PRs you have to raise it by tomorrow, so that because after tomorrow your credits will expire. Yeah, next question is, can't you participate as individual? You can. If you have the confidence, you can build it the whole app yourself. You can participate individually. Yeah, again, problem statements. Please go to this GitHub repository. Can we please share it again in the chat, the GitHub repository link. So the problem statements are there. Please go through it and then you can choose one problem to work upon. We have a question? We are going to share the problem statements link from GitHub. You have to go there and you have to pick the problem statement and you can start working. Okay. No, we do not need to submit the PR today, but please make sure you submit the PR by tomorrow. Yes, whoever is participating offline, you can create the PR tomorrow. You can complete the project tomorrow as well. So tomorrow it will mostly be working. You can start the project today itself. It's totally up to you. So we have a question, is there any chance top 3 from online? I think we will figure that out, but online participation is mostly for the people who want to contribute to open source. That's what our aim is, and then you are also getting free credits, and if your project is good and if the evaluation is good, you will again get a chance to win $1,000 worth of Breathe AI credits post the hackathon itself. Again, and your projects will be listed out on our websites and our GitHub, so it's like a resume building thing for you as well. So it's like a win-win situation for everyone. Okay, I think we have given all the answers. Okay. Yes, all the online participants will get a certificate. It will be shared once you raise the PR. Only the people who have raised the PR will be able to get this. Can we ping the GitHub link? So again, can we ping this problem statements link in the chat? We have a question, is there any cash prizes for the event? No, there is no cash prizes this time because we are doing this for the open source, we are doing it for the learnings. So yes, again, not everything is about the money, to be honest, okay? So you will have a good learning on this thing. And again, if you talk about money, $249 credits, it's good, we are good. You wanna add the closing statement? Swags, yeah, that is a surprise only for the people. You want it or? Yeah.
Okay, everyone, are you excited? Yeah? Are you gonna be working all night and tomorrow? Awesome. What about you guys online? Well, hope everybody gets excited. There's a lot of real cool projects out there to be working on. Like I said, some of you may cheat and get the ones that are already almost done. That's fine by me. The whole point is for you to learn, to get something out there, to get recognition, right? Like, this is gonna really, really help you to build upon your career. So contributing to open source is gonna open a lot of doors for you. And we're gonna highlight all the people who contribute, and every time that we do an integration, we're gonna call out your names on the social media, right? So that's the plan. Please get to work. Let us know if you need anything. We're gonna be here for a little bit more, but I think we can close early so you can go back home and get started working. And we'll see you tomorrow at the AWS office. Good? Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Peace. Go Valkey.
We can do a V for Valkey.
Yeah.
We do this.
Valkey.
Okay, we'll turn the camera.
All right.
We can post like this. V for Valkey.
B for Valkey. Go Valkey.
Am I online? V for Valkey. अच्छा इधर दिख रहा है? Yes. Okay. V for Valkey. 3, 2, 1. Valkey.
Valkey. Let's take a selfie as well.
Yes. I'll just give the one fixed thing.
Yep.
Okay, so again, whoever has joined online, we are going to again post all the links of GitHub and the credits again on Discord. So stay tuned and you can get all the details from there. Okay, so we are going to end the live stream now. Any questions? Put it on Discord. Yes, that is important. Thank you. So whoever is watching our live, please, and all the people who are here, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. It's very much important. Thank you again. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.